Hello and welcome to Perspectives. My name is Jeff Brenner and I am your host. Parents have become so obsessed with the perfection of their children that new products are being developed around the helicopter parent concept. Where do we draw the line on overparenting? So, in the meantime, what really got me about this was the mother who drove all the way back from work with a necklace for her daughter because it completed her outfit.
Wow. I understand that we're going to talk about some products that help develop to help parents become better parents.
How about common sense?
How
about something else?
It was called the switch off the tree. When I was growing up, that really helped parents be good parents back in,
How about this?
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I love so much about you, Robert, is that you've just got this ideal little family situation. You and your wife raising your beautiful baby together. I think that part of the problem has been in this country has been the demise of the family unit. There's so much divorce, and then when the parents get divorced, there's so much nastiness that's involved, and then the parents, both parents, go overboard trying to spoil the children because they want to be the best friend, they want to be the popular parent.
Now, I just want to speak to that really quick. First of all, how old is your baby? I forgot. She just turned one. Now, my thing is about parents. I adore and I appreciate two parents being in the home, but I think it's nothing worse than two unhappy parents being in a home together. You do not realize how miserable you're making that child.
I'm not advocating miserable people staying together. I'm just saying that these issues have contributed to these problems with children.
That's true.
The way that these divorces are handled
especially on a female side, if you are unhappy and you are miserable, you're going to make that child miserable. It's going to reflect on your parenting.
Right, so and I didn't really mean to go too far off on a tangent, but just to say that I do think that that's when you were talking about parents wanting to be their kid's best friend, I think that's very common in divorces. The parents
I don't
wanting
agree
to.
with that.
I see it all. I see it in my own family.
I know that
family.
Let's go back to the subject when we're talking about software. I just want to let you guys know that I am getting ready to buy a software. Okay, it's a software that this company developed. It's helping babies read at the age of 14 months. I'm pretty sure you've heard of the software that's it's on TV. It's a DVD computer type of system, and it's amazing. I've seen the advertisement on TV. It's just this little baby at the age of 14 months old, and he's reading like refrigerator or like dog woof woof, and they know. So I definitely want to get that for my daughter and get her brain moving quicker than, I just want my daughter to be ahead. But is that overparenting? After I read this article, I feel like maybe I'm guilty of that too, because
I agree. I think it is, because I feel like I'm going to get your baby that T-shirt that it says that I'll walk when I'm ready to walk.
Well, I don't necessarily think it's overparenting. I think what happens is, let's say if that software is $4,000, and you know that's going to send you and your wife into stress. You're now not going to be able to pay your mortgage, because some of those things are so expensive. Now, then in that case, you need to go back to the traditional way of teaching your baby how to read. But if you're getting all these nice little new gadgets, and it's affecting how you run your household, then I think you're going overboard.
But I think, ultimately, I think that parents have the right to parent and make whatever decisions that they want to make, though. I don't know that we should be saying whether or not somebody should.
But yet you're critical about
how
the children
I'm not
turn
saying
out.
you shouldn't spend $4,000. No, I'm not saying you shouldn't spend $4,000. But if it comes down to spending $4,000 on that, now you can't pay your mortgage, and now you're stressed out, and you can't. So now it's going to affect the baby in another way.
It's not going to get to that level. I'm just saying. Well, I think in general, right now, the society, we're so competitive with everything, and it starts out with our kids. We want our kids to be doctors, lawyers, scientists.
So that's a question I can ask you, Robert.
Where do we start?
Robert, let me ask you, do you want this for your baby because you want her to... Wait, let me finish.
Go ahead.
Or because you want her to learn and do well? Or are you trying to beat out the kid next door because they have a 1-year-old, and I'm going to show you my daughter's going to read before yours? Are you being competitive?
Honestly, yes, both.
Well, what's wrong with being competitive?
But
that's
I'm
your
very honest
job.
with myself, and I'll tell you, yes.
So, but if you start out now pushing this on her at
where
one,
does it
if you're
end?
not, what is it in? If
We're
you're not
talking
doing it
about,
because you
but
just
Shamika,
want her to
we're talking
learn.
about
Like
him
I
sitting
said.
his baby down in front of, instead
Right,
of
but
sitting his
but-
baby in front of a
but
Barbie
listen, did you
video.
just hear what his
Let me
motive?
finish. Please let me finish. Well, his motive, there's nothing wrong with his motive. It's your job as a parent
It
to
is
prepare your
so
child. Let me
something wrong
finish.
with his motive.
Let me finish, please. I don't think there's anything wrong with a parent who wants to create an atmosphere. It's your job as a parent to prepare your child for adulthood, and that includes success and their education. Right now, there's this big movement in California for the first 5 years that they want to raise our taxes to provide this same education to other people's children. If Robert wants to pay for it and do it for himself, I am all for it, instead of coming after my tax dollars for it to
Right,
do the
but-
same
But
thing.
listen,
No,
but
we
listen to
said
his motivation
we
for
said
wanting
the
to do
motive,
it too, was
you know,
to beat
to
out
beat
some
out
other
the
parents. So where
parent next
that's
door.
something
But
that's
guess
no
what,
longer.
guys? Guess what, guys? To be
That is
very
crazy.
competitive
blunt,
world.
to
I
be
know,
very
but
blunt and
the
honest,
interest of your-
every parent, you guys are not a parent yet. Once you are a parent, then you want your child to be stronger, smarter, better,
Right.
faster
Well, of
than
course.
any other child out there at
You
the
want
same
your child
age.
to
That's
be
right.
Because
At
you
1
want-
year old, you
want-
start her off, Robert. You
That's what I'm
teach
saying.
her.
I am guilty. I am guilty of, in a way, overparenting. But in a way,
I don't think you're guilty of anything, Robert.
That's
I don't,
right,
we live
Robert.
in a
You tell her, you
competitive
slacker.
society.
You should be running by now.
What's he gonna do? Sit her in front of a video? Where's the harm in that? It's not like that's not the same thing as
The
his
harm
parents
is her
out. Let me
motive,
finish,
his
please.
motive.
Let me.
Yeah,
His,
I think so too, Shalene.
his motives are proper parenting, to want to prepare his child for the competitive world that she is going to have to
Very
be able to
competitive.
maneuver within. That is the world we live in. But there is a balance that he has to strike. So he's not these parents you described that are out there beating up the other parents. Over
He's
a
on his
hockey
way.
game.
Look at this dude. This child is one.
I remember.
This is the
That
beginning.
video for his
This is the
baby.
beginning. So
I
now
remember
it's-
back then, my high school friends, some of them, they were in these, I don't know if you've heard AP or magnet classes.
Yeah.
These
Advanced
parents,
placement.
they beat them to death. They study like 8 hours a day after they've already done their schoolwork. They sleep at 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning studying for the test and stuff
Well,
like that.
that is too much.
That's too much.
yeah,
Right,
but-
that's too much. I'm saying I hope I will not get to that
Right.
level. But I
Robert,
want
It's not that way for
Shalina
all
will
of-
come over with that switch that she gets out the
That's
backyard.
right. That's
It's not
right.
that way for all of them.
I'm a little concerned about Robert, people.
no.
Let Robert do his
Education
thing.
first. Education first.
Competitive
Yeah,
education,
education's
right?
important, but you just need to have your child's best interests
That's true,
at
too.
heart, not necessarily what everybody else is doing.
Not beating out your neighbors.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's enough for that one. I think we'll go on to helicopter grandparents after this.
Yeah.